determination, laser focus. Banging on they though they taking notice.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back. When the money go, you don't slap that fast. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They check it to 10. Honey,
dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands.
Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Chicago Bears. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Good, 180. Check 53. I'm coming.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your
and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check three. Tight dog. Show it.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Mayfield. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Right back to Sanders on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. He's got him in, complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. Gonzalez. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. There he goes right side. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Beck. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 24 yards. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Hey, Zoo.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports.
Mike, let him know. Let him know. Real. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
The Chiefs pick over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit. Maybe pick up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Why are you laughing?
They'll start on the ground with
Shut the
Matt.
fuck up, nigga.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right
Why
there.
are you laughing? Shut up. Shut up.
I know you was hurt, man.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
You a fat-ass nigga. That's such a daddy.
They're going to look to throw.
Sucker.
Open man here is Gentry.
Pop out at your
First
party.
down for the Chiefs. Solid
I
chunk of
did it from
yardage,
the back
17
like
on
the
the
king.
play.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the
Bro,
tight end
you
position than there were
suck!
even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to
How are
go
you
across the
losing,
middle,
faggot?
you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Bro, you suck, Sneaky. I'm gonna sneak this sticky up there.
And that'll set them back 5.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Watch the pass.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Here I come. Here I come. Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Come on,
And that'll
pick
be
it, man. What are you
incomplete.
doing? Get it
They
together.
took their shot
Burn it
all
the
right,
first
but it
time
comes
in the
up
game,
empty,
you gotta burn them again.
and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 31. Check 31.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now Sanders. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now arguably the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Hey!
And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that.
Oh, wow.
He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Michael Gallup, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Campbell making the catch. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Mayfield now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
You full like that position. I mean, what else do you,
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A
handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit. Pressure, and they got to him again. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Check safety. No. Shoot. Joker. Big Dad.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Slam. Watch the safety.
Back to throw here. Catch made here by Campbell.
Come on, man. That nigga blocking is not like that, man.
And all the way down to the 26. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. That was so well timed. Just a perfect throw on the slant.
Hit him on the move, didn't he? Now he's going against the grain of the defenders coming over to try and stop him. That allowed for that additional yardage downfield.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 28-yard line.
Looking to throw. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line.
And a first down, Chiefs.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. I'm coming.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Marlon Mack, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that will get them one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1.
Get ready.
The Bears take over first and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check. Shift. Watch the shift.
Hey, alert. King.
First down, Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Get ready.
Alert.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free. And he'll get it. Down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo!
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
It's our time. It's our time.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And the ball is knocked out.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
20.
Here's McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Christian McCaffrey His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Bears 41, Chiefs 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Here's Mayfield. Looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now Sanders. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Going for it all. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go, 50, 50. Mike 50. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. On the ball,
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. The Chiefs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it.
What are you doing?
They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He finds his tight end Gentry. And out across midfield down to the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you made. That's exactly what they got done.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Deontay Burnett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Butker on for the PAT. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Set, 180. Check 53.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. He'll have a first down past the 40. Touchdown, Chicago! Christian McCaffrey, 75 yards as the Bears push further out in front. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there for KC. 49 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Come on, D. Mike 7, Mike 7. Here we go, here we go.
7's a mark. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Mike 7.
Hey.
Mike 7.
All right, T, let's turn. All right, T. Jim.
Now back to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And we always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Past the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard line.
This will be taken in at the 1. And nowhere to go. He'll make it back only to the 5-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. 2nd and 4. This is caught by Robinson. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll look to throw now on first down.
Oh my, I started right there.
Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow.
You're right there, bro.
You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly.
My man,
and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. Here in the final stages.
Number 53, Mike 53. Let's go, let's go.
Get out the way. I'm not hot right now.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? Yeah. This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly. There. They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But that's the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how
under pressure, they got him again. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
36.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught at the 25. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah?
What you talking about? What you just saw?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I just remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
But that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Regular.
Hey! Why you geeking like that, though, bro? Why you geeking?
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Throwing left side, it's complete. The 20, 10, 5, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Chicago, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Y'all niggas retarded. Need me a chicken nugget on a fry. Well, Zach Bond, it was good having you, but you going over there to get some, bro. So I can't have it.
So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now.
No, he can
Go
be
to bar
slide.
with the right
He is
hand,
my
catch
slide.
with the left. Sit back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Stay packing nobody new, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off.
Yeah.
Store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look
Andrew
so
Thomas.
shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones, throw it up, celebrate some news.
What? You wanna talk to me? Nah, hold on, I got you. I'm just letting you know he is a 90-something, bro. So I don't know if you think you know me, bro. Why was you saying never mind for? I want Kevin buy it.
All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when
I don't want just Kevin buy it. That nigga old as dirt, boy. You better, hey, stop playing with me, bro. All right, let me see.
Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Go to bar with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown. 8th floor, come down. Hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now.
A young
I need
taco
rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the ever seen a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it.
I'm not gonna try. I'm a franchise tag that nigga.
I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass.
They let you do that at the end of the season, though, right?
Okay.
You can't
All
do
my
it now.
girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros.
Let me get Shaheem Carter, bro.
Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now.
What that mean? Hey, nah. What that mean to me, though? Let me get Shaheem Carter. The heck? What type of response is that, bro? I don't care, boy. Why don't you? Stop playing with me, bro. Don't play like that.
That boy for a second round pick.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many when they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many when they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Lo, time to bring the bass bird.
Sure, I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can dine in. Up by the way, couldn't even get a fine in.
Let me see. I'm on a bye next week. Let me see what my stats looking like there. You got Baker Mayfield third in the NFL at passing yards, second in touchdowns. You got Lamar Sanders. Hold on, let me see something, bro. This is beautiful, bro. I got some players up there going up for MVP. I ain't even said it yet. All right. Baker Mayfield only got 6 interceptions, 23 passing touchdowns. Josh Allen looking alright, 35 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. He might go for MVP. He got that 2,918 yards. That's beautiful. Alright, rushing. We got Lamar Sanders, 880 yards, 13 touchdowns, 3 fumbles. Where's Calvin Kamara? No, I mean, where's Christian McCaffrey? 384. 7 fumbles. It's horrible, but we won't take it. What my receiver looking like? I know he up there too. Vincent, 3rd in the NFL, 805 yards, 15 touchdowns. I see you, Rook. You gonna get that superstar. Don't worry about it. Defense. How many sacks my man got now? I know he up there. He got 15. That's what I'm talking about. My man Zach Bond got 11. He better go to the Jets though. My man winning Rookie of the Year receiver. Nah, make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. You feel me though, John? Everybody got know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everybody got know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird. All right. But I do play the Eagles in this division. I supposed to play everybody in the division. I play the Eagles, but I don't play him. Got got the Falcons next, the Buccaneers, then I got the Lions, CPU, Panthers, Eagles.
Yeah.
Trash. Black Migo Matt. Only person I see I lose to is probably nobody. Cause I'ma whoop that nigga Bop. Whoop Bop, and I'ma whoop everybody else in this jump, in this schedule. Nobody beat me in this jump right now, bro. I got the overpowered offense with the overpowered defense. My team overall is a 95, 96 defense. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking.
No, bro, why every time you make your little entry, you gotta come in singing, though, bro? Like, come in and say what's good and move on, nigga. That's good. Huh?
Motherfucker, you got balls, don't you?